Hello and welcome to A VO's Journey. My name is Anthony. This show is about helping the new and upcoming voiceover artists. You know what? It's just to help them, not step in crap like I do. Yeah, that's pretty much what this is about. What kind of opening was that? I want to talk to you guys about the title today, which I put is Help! I'm Too Unique. I think this is something that so many people I see go through, and I help a lot in A VO's Journey Elite Academy. And that is, when you feel that your voice is in a place where it is so unique, whether you have an accent, whether you have a gravel or a high-pitched voice or something where you don't feel like you sound commercial. All right. And I don't mean robotic. I mean just that neutral American sound. Right. You have a very unique voice. And I think a lot of times I find people look at that as a problem and not an asset. And then they think, well, I'm not getting work. It's because my voice doesn't sound right, or it's my accent, or it's my tone, or it's my pitch, or it's my little quirk that I have, or it's this or it's that. And I'm here to tell you that that is your biggest asset, okay? Not your problem. Usually what I find is there's really two problems that come up that happen that people push aside when they're thinking of their voice being too unique. And the first one is, and you either have this or you don't, do you have enough of a portfolio created of work? Now remember, when you're first starting out, or even if you've been around for a while and you don't have a lot of video work, like work from clients that you've done or things that you created, you don't have much. You have to create it yourself. You have to make it up yourself in order to build your portfolio when you're first starting, right? Just it's like having products, or it's like having a showroom. You've got to have the stuff so people can see, in this case, hear what you can do, right? So typically the first thing is people don't have enough of a portfolio to showcase what they can do. And the second thing I find is that people are not marketing themselves enough. And I know you hear people just beat you down over the head about marketing, right? And you've got to get yourself in front of people. But I want to make this point because what I find is that we're talking about people. A lot of us think we have our voices are just too different. Okay, that's the problem. Too unique, too different. But the reality is that you've got to collect data. Meaning that you've got to collect information from your efforts of trying to get work. Don't think about your ability to be a voice actor as one or nothing. Okay, like I tried this, it didn't work. Life sucks, this sucks, I'm not going to make it. Think about it more like I am trying stuff out. I'm testing the waters over here. I'm testing the waters over there. I'm testing that. I'm trying this. I'm collecting information. Remember, no work and crickets is information. Okay, like not getting traction in certain places, information. Where you go on a platform, getting traction on one platform, not another platform, is information. Audience, the questions you ask customers or get feedback, that's information. That is things that you need to use in order to build, all right, the idea or the data set, if you want to call it that, right, for your marketing plan. But first, you've got to get yourself on as many places as you can that are going to market for you, because a big part of what I find, especially, again, with people who are focused so much on their voice style. Now, again, I'm not talking about acting. You always need to work on your acting forever. You always need to work on becoming a better storyteller, all right? How to deliver messages uniquely depending on, what the customer's asking you. That's a given. But I'm talking about, people who feel like it's their voice, the sound of their voice, that is the issue. Okay? they don't often overload their marketing and then use that data to determine where their voice best fits. They usually try to determine where their voice best fits before they market. And what I'm trying to tell you is that's opposite. Now, I know you're like, well, how do I know where to market if I don't know where my voice fits? Well, this is what I'm saying. You've got to get up on the places who are bringing in auditions, who are actively marketing, and put yourselves out there with a lot of the portfolio that you've created so you can get feedback on the people that would possibly want to work with you. Who are the companies? Where are the genres? Typically, I find people, especially with thick accents or whatever, localization is key. Right? Where are you marketing to? Who's going to hire you? There are probably people who are looking to localize to fit into specific, localization is, it means, you're in a specific area, and that area, everyone talks with a certain type of accent or whatever. So they know if they listen to someone on the radio who's from that area, they're going to expect them to sound a certain way. And when you're trying to reach people and connect with them in a certain place for a certain product or a certain situation, you're going to want people to sound that particular way. So they're going to look for voice actors who sound like that. Okay? That's why AI needs us to even begin to keep up. They're so far away from being able to localize. I mean, it's ridiculous. And the only way it would ever do that is if we just keep giving them tons of our stuff. Like our voices, right? It's, again, another story. I digress. Okay? Don't do it. Anywho, that's how you can start to collect data, is to get yourself on as many places as you can, doing these auditions, putting your portfolio out there, putting your profile out there as much as place to collect data, and then figure out where is the best place for me to start to target, what businesses, right? What production companies, what areas. But most people try to figure out their voice for their where should I go because of my voice, as opposed to I need to market and then I figure out where. Okay? And you can always ask a coach as well, but most coaches, I promise you, are going to tell you the same exact thing. Right? A unique voice or unique sounding voice is great, because that means you have narrowed the field of who you're competing against. Right? You want people to be able to hear you and to recognize your voice out of 100 auditions. I think that's fantastic. But here's the rub about that. That means that because of that, though, you have to put numbers up, meaning you've got to get in front of more people, because it becomes a numbers game. Then you're going to start to see who's hiring for that kind of voice style or voice sound. Does this make sense? All right, look, I hope this has helped. I think it's a great, a challenge that many people run into. I think it's a great topic to discuss about your voice. And if it's not in the back of your mind, I bet it is in a lot of people's mind. Is my voice wrong for this? Does my voice not sound like all those other people? Should it? And then I feel I work with a lot of voice actors on acting, because I'm an acting coach as well, right? On getting past this idea of trying to sound like someone else while you're narrating or while you're doing a voiceover. People are trying to hire you, not for you to sound like somebody else. And again, you know me, I call it the mile of crap between your mouth and the microphone. Whenever we get here, it's like all of a sudden we are performing. And that's just something built into us as opposed to being ourselves, okay? Being ourselves and being okay with the uniqueness of our voice. Now, does that limit you in other areas? Well, yeah, just like my voice limits me in other areas. Like that's okay. Okay, that is okay, all right? But we've got to get ourselves out there as many places first before we start to, say our voice is right for this area, our voice is right for that area. Does that make sense? All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I had to get that off my chest and get that out to you. If you like this, please hit the like and subscribe button. Also, check out VO's Journey Elite Academy. We'd love to have you. This is the kind of stuff we do. We work with our voice actors on taking who they are, the uniqueness of their voice, and making the best out of it to build their business, right? And their voiceover career. It's super important, and having a community who understands that is just as vital. And that's what, VO's Journey Elite Academy is all about. So thank you guys so much. There'll be a link below. We're offering 50% off special for your first month to give us a shot. We'd love to have you. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. Goodbye. Goodbye.